How long would you think someone be profitable if they work hard enough? 6 months, a year? I mean, look, you can obviously be in the right place, right time, and accidentally make money. But if you learn a specific setup, it's gonna take you at least 6 months, a year to master it, and to become consistently profitable, and not just some random lucky guy that happens to be in the right market, right time, and then gives it all back when that stops working. I'm mainly doing swing trading. I really don't do much day trading. Not nowadays. It's just hard to day trade with a huge account. Swing trading is much more scalable. I haven't day traded in a long time. But the principles are the same. You're looking for high momentum stocks, and then those stocks you can short them, you can long them, you can buy dips, you can you can make many different types of strategies around that. The key is being in the liquid momentum stocks. That's the key. No, I don't believe in market makers. There are no market makers anymore. It's just the algos. And it depends on the stop type, but many types of stops, they can't, it's in their platform. It's not like the algos can see it. So I really don't believe that anyone is hunting your stops. Bad luck happens. No one cares about your stops, especially trade tiny shares. No one gives a shit. No one's out to get you. Trust me on that one. It's all you versus the market. Looks like airlines are bouncing now. What the heck? Man, these things just breakouts are not having follow through, and breakdowns are not having follow through. That's like the worst type of market. For those who are new, I have a system with back watch lists. Every breakout or breakdown that looks good, I track it for a month. I track all of these stocks in this list are the breakouts and breakdowns today, and I'm gonna track them for a month. And then I usually clean it up. That's how you train your brain to identify good setups. You gotta track them. This is something you gotta do if you wanna be a successful trader. You gotta keep track of breakouts and gap ups with news. And just go back a month later and see how they did. Soxel 30th of June, another one I passed on. All the semi stocks and this one broke out that day. Partials, well, GBTC, I only sold 3% of my position. I think this thing could double, triple. I think it could. So I'm just selling. I'm up a little bit over 10% on it. I just sold 3% or so, just a tiny bit. But it depends on the stock and what my target is, etc., etc. It just depends. There are no hard rules. If I see something have a lot of potential, I try to sell a little bit slower. And if something, if I look at something like Square that I bought yesterday, I just don't see that much potential in it. I think can it go up 20 or maybe even 30%? Sure. Or let's say 15-20% realistically would be this thing is probably not going to double here, right? It's just not. It's already a triple, quadruple from the March lows, and if I can get another 15-20% out of it, that's nice. So if it goes up 5%, I'll probably sell 20% of my position or something. Same goes for Peloton, which I bought yesterday, like if I can get 20-25% move, hey, that's a big move. I'll be happy with it. I'm not looking for a double. But GBTC, I'm looking for a double or triple. It's just, I mean, it's a huge chart. Look at this base it's coming out of. Now, actually, don't look at GBTC. It's irrelevant. Look at Bitcoin, BTC USD. That's much more relevant. Last time it ran, mid 2019, this thing went up 240%, and now it's just coming out of a big base. Like, why can't it go up 100%, right? So that's what I'm looking for. That's why I'm selling very, 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 very slowly. PA, yeah, it bounced, or it got rejected off the 20 EMA, the downsloping 20 EMA. Yeah, I just don't wanna, I don't wanna gamble into earnings. Like this thing could gap up to 185, you know, it's just too hard. Or it could gap down to 150. Like I don't wanna gamble. You know, if it had gone down to like say 160 or, you know, sub 160 today, right? Then I would have maybe held it into earnings, partial size, because then I would have a profit cushion. But right here, it's just too hard. I'm not a gambler. I'm a trader, and you know, it just makes no sense. PRTS. Oh, that's the one. Oh, I was actually thinking about this one a couple of days ago. I didn't remember the ticker. Yeah. Guys, you gotta learn this setup. Like this was like abnormally perfect. You don't get these, you know, like these perfect ones very often, but this is called a high tide flag. We have a big move, and then it gets tighter and tighter, and it surfs on the 20-day and eventually breaks out. It's the same pattern as, or similar pattern to T-Dog a couple of months ago. This one wasn't as, you know, this was also pretty much perfect. To Livongo also a couple of months ago. Like you gotta learn, if you just have to trade one pattern, this is it. This is it, okay? This is it. You gotta make millions. You don't have to trade anything else. Like there are many examples of, there are variations of it, obviously. Okta is also a similar one, not as long of a base. Oh, Tesla, obviously. Tesla was a perfect one when we bought it here. You know, big move. It gets tighter and tighter. It builds higher lows, surfs above the 20-day, and then breaks out. Like PRTS was obviously, it's a micro cap name. That's why it was so perfect. Not as many eyes on it, etc. And look at this. It's now up, what? 53% from the breakout. You know, if you need to learn one setup, that's it. That is it. That is it. Nothing else required. You gotta be on those things. Gotta be on those things.